Medical marijuana about to be legal in 23 states now. Recreational use is already okay in Colorado and Washington. But here's the question. What if there are kids in the house? It's a new debate in courtrooms across the country. If mom and dad are smoking pot, even legally, can the state take their children away? Nick Watt tonight, following two parents fighting to keep their child. Whose side will you be on?
Like so many millions of Americans, perhaps even you, dear Friday night network TV viewer, Jesse and Vicca Thompson of Bellingham, Washington, enjoy a good hit of marijuana.
When I walked into your home, the first smell is marijuana. There are plants growing downstairs.
Jesse, a cancer survivor, takes it for pain, Vicca for arthritis and a nervous condition. Doctor prescribed, totally legal up here in the evergreen state. Even recreational use is now okay.
Do you use it every day?
Pretty much every day, yeah.
And the Thompsons aren't just blazing away for their own purposes. 2 years ago, at their little business called The Grow Shop, they began selling their own homegrown strains.
This one's Grape 8. It's another strain that's new to us.
As well as those trendy edibles. Marijuana-laced gummy treats, chocolate bars.
Then I found cannabis, and it saved my life.
The kind herb grows right there by the front door.
So pretty.
And cannabis isn't the only thing growing in the Thompson house. There's also their 5-year-old Jerry and 13-year-old Sahani, Vicca's son from a previous marriage. Sahani's father asked us to obscure his face.
What are you making?
A snow angel.
And here's where it gets complicated. See, for most of you parents out there, keeping your kids away from pot is, well, pretty high on the list of parental priorities. And parenting while high, probably a no-no too. But the Thompsons don't just say no. They're too busy saying, yeah. Not all medical marijuana gets you high, but a lot of it does. Psychoactive, as they say.
And are you still capable of being a responsible parent?
Oh, yeah.
When you're a little bit high?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
It's just like being normal.
But you're high.
That just means that I have an elevated mood. It doesn't mean that I'm incapacitated or that I can't think straight. I'm on pot right now and I'm able to parent.
But first you're gonna be the plane.
Listen, plenty people parent after a couple of beers, and that's not prescribed by a doctor. But there is an apparent gap between the enforcement of child protection laws and marijuana statutes, and that gap has led to gut-wrenching scenes around the country, like this one in Michigan.
You didn't take her!
Are you stealing the baby?
Sir, we have a court apprehension order signed by a judge to take the child.
In many multiplying cases, Child Protective Services are taking kids away, at least temporarily, from legal, legit users of medical marijuana. Watch this, shot in California.
I want you to understand that your baby doesn't need to be subjected to marijuana.
And what makes you think he is?
Because your house really smells bad of marijuana.
That mother in this CNN video has a license. She's broken no law, but her child is taken. Attorney Jennifer Annie was able to get the child returned home.
This is really happening.
Correct.
Common?
Very.
This one's developing quick.
The Thompsons never imagined running afoul of the law since medical marijuana has been legal in Washington for well over a decade. But in November, they say a workplace dispute at the Grow Shop blossomed into a big-time buzzkill.
We had an employee, Michelle, we let her go. About a month later, she decided to retaliate by calling CPS.
And what did she tell them?
She told them that we not only are feeding our children marijuana all the time, but that they have access to it in our home and in our business.
Is that true?
No, that is not true. Not at all.
Now, giving pot to minors without a licensed physician's approval is verboten. So authorities have reason to ask questions. Within days of that call, they interview Sahani at school.
The CPS spoke to your other son, who claimed that you had fed him
A gooball.
a gooball, which is what?
Oh, just the medicated, like, peanut butter raisin ball.
Medicated, just to be clear, with psychoactive marijuana. That gets you high.
And did you?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Without a doctor's approval.
He gets aggressive and is too mean sometimes.
Okay.
And just needs to, like, I don't know, like look inside and relax. And
After that, the city quickly shuts down the grow shop.
I came to work one day and CPS and the police showed up with a stop work order saying that my gardening store is unfit to occupy, unsafe, and I'm not allowed to do business.
Losing the business is one thing. The Thompsons are also in danger of losing little Jerry. Now it's battle stations. CPS requests a meeting. Social workers want to address the accusations face to face with the family. But the Thompsons are suspicious. They bring along a posse, friends, family, and several pro-pot activists from the region.
No mother, no true mother, but still someone else's child.
They're carrying signs, they're carrying cameras. It's on video when social workers emerge from the building and Jesse tells them he doesn't want to have the meeting unless every word is recorded.
Record?
You can't record.
Then we can wait for an attorney.
Okay, but it's your attorney.
Not today.
Oh no, we can reschedule.
The upshot of that encounter?
Thank you all for coming out.
Disaster.
So they had a meeting without you
Yeah.
and decided what?
They decided to take Jerry at that point.
Now the Thompsons are terrified that something like this was about to go down.
No, you're pointing a gun at me? Are you kidding me?
Raleigh, North Carolina, just last year.
There is a child in this house. Do not point guns.
CPS comes to this home with a SWAT team to remove a little girl.
The order says right here that the mother can be with the daughter.
She is deemed to be in danger in part because the dad is a recreational pot smoker. To avoid any traumatic confrontations, the Thompsons choose to deliver Jerry to CPS themselves. This time, they left the cameras at home.
What is the feeling? How do you deal with it?
I felt like my heart might stop, like tightness in my chest and I couldn't breathe, and just like the world was ending and I couldn't think straight. Just the worst possible moment of my life ever.
As Vicca's other son, Sahani, is sent to live with his father full-time, the Thompsons continue to document their ordeal, a moment of anguish in the bathroom.
Jerry deserves better than this. CPS is wrong. They have overstepped.
And in Jerry's now empty bedroom,
Just about the worst thing that could happen. And our kids are super safe and super healthy. There's what the law says isn't necessarily right.
what happens next? Well, that's going to be determined in this courtroom.
They're saying I'm an unfit mom. He's unsafe because I use weed. They made up a bunch of garbage about things that they don't know.
Who's right? What does the law say? And where's Jerry sleeping tonight?
There's the house where Jerry is.
I can't not be with my son.
The judge's verdict when we come back.